Audio Jungle.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Yesterday class we discussed about the React from introduction part, not introduction. Yesterday we completed all the React concepts. What the concepts are going on. Who are missing the last class? So please write the notes for that and read the points. Okay. So yesterday class we discussed how many points total? 8 points. We completed two classes, morning class and evening class. Morning class we discussed 5 points. Evening class we'll discuss what? 5 points. Hey, online people, good morning. Say good morning, yeah.
Good morning, sir.
చెప్తారులేమో ఇప్పుడు ఇంటికి వెయిట్ చేయండి కాసేపు ఇవాళ కూడా మానుకోవాల్సింది 2 days మిస్ అయ్యి చాలు అర్థం కాకుండా ప్లాన్ చేసేవాడు ఒక్కరోజే కాబట్టి కొద్దిగా గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ yesterday class we discussed 10 points about the React. The morning session we discussed about the 5 points and evening session we discussed about what 5 points. Total how many points we discussed? The total here 10 points. The first point for the React, yesterday class React. React is used to build the user interface. React is basically front end. The React is built for what? User interface based on what? Components. Using what? Components. The React UI is built using one single component by combining multiple components. By combining multiple components. Component maybe big component is there. Like movie grid is a big component. Movie grid contains like 10 movies. Every movie card is a medium component. Button is like button. Like button is what? Small component. It means the component may be big component, medium component, small component. Any component can be. The React is made up of what? React UI. UI is made up of what? Components format. Made up of what? Components. One component or multiple components? Multiple components. By combining multiple components and making the UI, the component may be a big component, maybe a movie grid contains one movie and multiple movies. Multiple movies. Movie grid contains multiple movies and movie card is a single card, single movie. Like button is what? Some small components. That is like, React is all about what approach? Tell me. React is all about what approach? Component based approach. The first point is yesterday class. Second point for yesterday class. In MVC, guys, we are writing the logics at server side. In MVC project, before the React. Before the React, we are using Spring Boot MVC like that. In MVC, we are writing the logics at what side? Client side, server side? Server side. Server side, we are writing the logics. It means every request we need to send to server. The server has to execute the request and server has to respond for the request, right? Server has to be responded. It means for every request, who is handling here? Client is handling, server is handling, server is handling. Assume that like number of requests are increased, burden on the server is increased, right? So number of requests are increased, then what happened? Burden on server will be increased. That's what, guys. Everything, the logics are moving to client side, nothing but React. Previously, logics are writing which side? Server side. Logics are writing at what side? Server side. Now the logics are moving to server side or client side? Client side. Client side means your browser. Your browser can execute your logic, your browser can execute your logic, your browser can execute what? Your own logics, right? Yeah, that is called second point, guys. Discount calculation, total amount calculation, history maintenance, increment the card, decrement the card. These all the logics are done at server side or client side. Client side using what? React. Before React, server side. These all the logics done at what side? Server side. But using the React, that is done at server side or client side. Client side, right? That is second point, guys. Third one is the single page application. If you take the Amazon application, Amazon contains thousands of products or crores of products. Crores of products. It means when you click on the lab tabs, entire project is reloaded. Option one. Option one is what? Entire project is reloaded. Entire project is reloading means that what happened? Tell me. Entire project is loading means all the components are loading, right? All the items are loading. then definitely it is good practice or not good, guys. Not good. So it means you don't want to load entire all the components, right? All the products, right? You want to load only specific products. What are specific products? If you click on the mobiles, only mobile should be updated, right? You click on what? Mobiles. Only what should be updated here? Mobile should be updated. If you click on the laptops, only laptop should be loaded. You want to load entire project, you want to load a specific page, right? Specific page. Okay, you want to load entire project, a specific page, huh? Specific page you need to load, right? To load the specific page, guys, instead of loading entire project, we are using the concept like SPA concept, guys. What is the SPA full form is what? Single page application. Single page application means what? Instead of loading entire application, we need to load what? Entire project loading, a specific page loading. Exactly. Before the React, when we click on the mobile products, the entire project will be reloaded. Entire project heading, photo, left side, right side, everything is reloaded. But you want to reload entire project, you want to reload only mobile part. Only we have to reload what? Mobile part. That is called single page application concept. What a concept here? Single page application. And the fourth point we discussed yesterday class like Redux. What a concept here? Redux. Redux is used to maintain the global state. Yes. We have the generally two states, local state and what? Global state. I told yesterday class we have the every village contains sarpanch. Sarpanch is specific to one village, multiple villages are specific village, right? Or multiple villages and the sarpanch is belongs to what? Specific village. It's like local state. Yes. Local state means that state is belongs to particular component. The state is belongs to how many components? Multiple components, specific component. That is called local state. See guys, Satya Technologies we have we have the 10 classrooms. Every classroom contains office. For all classrooms, one single office is there. For all classrooms, how many offices are there? Single office is there, right? So every classroom contains office means what? Local state. Because one component contains one office, second component contains office, third component contains office. That is called what state? Local state. Local state is specific to the office. Like one classroom, one office is there. But here one classroom, one office is a 10 classrooms, one office. 10 classroom, one office means there is local state, a global state. Global state means that state is for one classroom or 10 classrooms. 10 classrooms, right? Exactly. In Amazon application, you are selecting mobile, one mobile you purchased, and one laptop you purchased, one kitchen item you purchased, one footwear you purchased, right? These all are added into where? Cart, right? Yes or no? Mobile space contains one cart, laptop contains one cart, kitchen contains one cart. These all are added into single cart. We understood what the point I'm saying. Mobiles contains one cart is there, a laptop one cart, kitchen one cart, footwear one cart. We have the four carts, only one cart. Don't ask what is a cart. Cart, you know, right? Cart means what? Cart. Yeah, you know the cart? Yes, sir. Do you know cart, right? You don't ask what is a cart again. Huh? So when you click on the products, cart is added, right? These all contains what? Single cart or multiple carts? Single cart. Cart is what? Local state or global state? Global state. Cart maintenance is global state, guys. To maintain that cart, we are going for the Redux concept. What the concept name here? Redux. Redux is used to maintain the global state. When you select some items in the mobile page, some items in what? Laptop page, kitchen page, footwear page, these all are added into Redux, right? We will maintain the global state, guys. We'll maintain what? Global state using what concept? Redux concept, guys. That is the data here. That is the fourth point. Fifth point is Axios we discussed. But the Axios, tell me. Tell me the Axios. Front end is we are developing React. React is built based on what? Components. Front end is what? React. Back end is what? REST APIs. Real time we require only two things, guys. Even for online people or for offline people, for all, for the only required only two things only. One is the front end is what? React. Front end is what? Yeah. Back end is what? REST APIs. Sir, I know Core Java, Advanced Java, you don't want. Sir, I know Python, that line, we don't want. We don't want is all. We want only two things. Front end is what? React. Front end is what? React. Back end is REST APIs. Python REST or .NET REST or Java REST APIs. Every language contains REST APIs. Sir, I don't know REST APIs, you are not eligible for the software, simple word. Because back end only we are using what? REST APIs. Front end is what? React. The front end React has to interact with what? Back end REST APIs, right? Yes or no? Interaction required, right? That interaction using like Axios concept. What the concept there? Axios. Axios for what purpose? The front end React is working with connecting with what? Back end REST APIs. So the back end what? REST APIs using what? Axios concept. That is a morning class. We discuss 5 points in detail. That is the points for the morning class. And evening class, we discuss 5 more points. But the concept like JSX file. What the file name? JSX. JavaScript XML. JavaScript XML. JSX full form is JavaScript XML, guys. See, previously, you know the HTML, maybe you know CSS, you know the what the concept of JavaScript, something like that. No? You are writing the CSS separate file, .css file. You are writing HTML separate file, .html. You are writing the JavaScript separate file, .js file. Dot what file? JS file. HTML separate, JavaScript separate, and CSS separate. You are writing, right? But React allows like JSX files, not .html. No .html, no .javascript, no .css file, guys. We have only one file like that .jsx file. Wait, dot what file ma? JSX. React is basically like JavaScript. React is all React JS, right? React is what? JavaScript. All about what concept here? JavaScript concept. React is all about the JavaScript concept. That's what we are using the concept like JSX, guys. Sir, what the JSX will do, sir? JSX means you can write the JavaScript. Inside the JavaScript, you can write HTML. Wait, JSX file says that, okay, inside the JavaScript, you can write HTML also. So here you can see this is a function greeter. Function greet is what? This is general basic JavaScript function, right? Function is what? Greeter. Return statement, return what statement gets here? H1 tag. Hello Ratan sir, close the H1 tag, right? We close what tag here? H1 tag. It means what? This is H1 tag is what code? Tell me. HTML code. Function greet is what code here? JavaScript code. Inside the JavaScript, what we are writing? HTML. Writing the HTML inside the Java. It is very, very important point. We don't have the HTML files, we don't have the JavaScript files, we don't have the CSS files. We have only what files? JSX files. Oh, what files? అలాగే కొద్ది పైకి ఎత్తండి ఉత్తమం ఐదాపండి. Heads will be up direction. Okay, heads will be like that. Don't say like this, huh? Be careful. And the topic is what? JSX. React. React like no HTML files, no JavaScript files, no CSS files, nothing. We have only JSX files, guys. What files, ma? JSX. JSX says that JSX means inside the JavaScript, write the HTML. Inside the JavaScript, write what? HTML. Not inside the HTML, write the JavaScript, guys, because mainly here JavaScript, React. Mainly it is JavaScript, HTML. JavaScript, because React is all about JavaScript, right? Inside the JavaScript, you can write the HTML. That is called what expression, guys? JSX. What the JSX says, that tell me? JSX is saying that JSX full form is a JavaScript XML. It says that inside the JavaScript, you can write the HTML code. Sir, yeah. So with the React, guys, we can write the HTML syntax inside what? JavaScript files. What files here? JavaScript. With the React, with what? React. We can write what? HTML syntax. We write HTML syntax inside what file? Tell me here. JavaScript files. Inside the JavaScript files, you write what? HTML syntax. Don't forget JSX. What does JSX tell me now? JSX full form is what? JavaScript XML. But JSX generally says that what? What it is saying? Write the HTML code inside the JavaScript. Write the HTML code inside the JavaScript. Online people, please respond here. When I ask some questions, you chatting always. Chatting. Say that JSX means what? Inside the HTML, you can write the JavaScript. Inside the HTML, we will write what? JavaScript. Inside the HTML, we will write what? JavaScript. Inside the HTML, write the JavaScript. Inside the JavaScript, you will write HTML. Inside the JavaScript, we will write the HTML. Inside the JavaScript, you will write what? Write the HTML code inside the JavaScript, you will write HTML code. Otherwise, write the HTML code inside the JavaScript. That is called what extension, guys? Tell me. JSX. What extension here? JSX. That is the sixth point, JSX. Seventh point, we discussed about the props. Props gallery, props. We have the concept like props, nothing but properties. Props is nothing but properties, guys. So React is all about what? Components. So React is all about what? Components. React is all about the component is generally one component can share the data to what other component, right? You want share, you don't want share. You want share the data from one component to what? To share the data from one component to other component, we have to share, right? That sharing is called props concept. Props allows like passing the data from one component to another component. Nothing but sharing the passing the data from one component. You are passing your data to other component there. That component can pass the data to what? Other component. Passing the data from one component to what? Another component. That is what? That is what? Props. The 7th point yesterday class we discussed. And 8th point we discussed about NPM, Node Packaging Manager. What the concept name? NPM. See guys, NPM means like, React supports some predefined libraries, right? React supports Redux, Axios, single page application. So no, React supports what? Redux, Axios, JSX, and single page application. These are all the concepts, right? We need to install these libraries or not? Okay, we have to install the libraries. What we have to install? We have to install the Axios. We have to install the Redux. We have to install the we have to install some predefined libraries, right? To install the predefined libraries, you are going for the concept like, NPM, Node Packaging Manager, guys. Node Packaging Manager, NPM command, used to install or update the predefined packages. NPM install Axios, Axios is installed. NPM install Redux, Redux is installed. You need to install any predefined library, you can go for the NPM command. What the purpose of NPM, tell me? To install what? Predefined libraries. To install any predefined libraries, we are going for the command is what? NPM. NPM install what? Axios. This line is installing what? Axios. This line is installing what? Redux. This line is installing what? React, router, DOM. This installation purpose, this NPM command we will use. Right, that is React. See, 10 points we discussed yesterday. The 10 points React is over. That 10 points we have to implement practically. That's it. NPM purpose is what? To install the predefined packages. NPM install Axios, NPM install Redux, NPM install router down. What the Axios purpose? Axios. Online people, please respond. What the purpose of Axios? Front end is React. Back end is the front end React is working with what? Back end REST APIs. Back end what? REST APIs. Front end React is working with what? Back end REST APIs using Axios. What is single page application? Single page application. We need to front end and back end connection. Yeah, front end is connecting with the back end REST APIs. We are going for Axios. What is single page SPA? Single page application. What is single page application? When you click on the mobiles, we need to load only mobiles, so we need to reload entire project. Previously, only mobiles are loading, entire project reloading. Using React, entire project is reloading. Only mobiles are reloading. Only mobiles are reloading. Only mobiles are reloading means what? That is concept of single page application. What the purpose of JSX file? What is JSX? Writing the HTML inside the JavaScript or JavaScript inside HTML? JavaScript inside HTML. Relax JavaScript inside the HTML, right? Stand up. What the JSX? Writing the JavaScript inside the HTML, right? Wow. కొద్దిగా కాన్సంట్రేట్ టుడే ఫస్ట్ డే టుమారో లాస్ట్ డే టుడే ఫస్ట్ డే ఓకే ఫైన్ ఓకే జస్ట్ నౌ discuss JSX, right? JSX means what? Main is JavaScript. Main is what? JavaScript. Writing the HTML inside what? JavaScript. Writing the HTML inside the JavaScript. Writing the HTML inside what? JavaScript is concept of what? JSX concept, guys. Okay. Online people, you just take the pick of these all points one by one. You write the notes after the class better. Okay, good. And next one is what, guys? Virtual DOM we have. So we have the virtual DOM and real DOM, guys. Browser contains the virtual DOM. Browser contains what, Amma? Virtual DOM. Browser contains what? Real DOM or virtual DOM? What is a DOM is document object model, guys. I will tell you what the virtual DOM later. But yesterday class we discussed more points about virtual DOM. So virtual DOM says that, real DOM at browser side. DOM means like tree of objects. DOM means what? One object, a tree of objects are. Tree of objects. DOM means tree of objects. Like, we have the virtual DOM. Medicines, right? Actually, I told medicines, no? Medicines directly in the labs, medicines, directly we apply on the human beings or what? First they'll apply on the rats. If rats are successfully going on, then apply the medicines on what? Human, right? Sir, no? In the same way, browser side, we have the real DOM. Real DOM is a human. Browser contains what DOM, guys, here? Real DOM. React side, we have the virtual DOM. First, we will do the updations on what? Real DOM or virtual DOM? Virtual DOM. Virtual DOM, nothing but rats. We apply the medicine on the virtual DOM, like rats. If rats are virtual DOM is going good, apply the modifications on what? Real DOM. Apply the modifications on what? Real DOM, right? Instead of updating the real DOM directly, guys, instead of what? Instead of updating the real DOM directly, React updates what? Virtual DOM first, then applies the only necessary changes into the real DOM. Sir, no, directly medicine on the humans or on the rats first. Rats are successful, then apply the medicine on what? Humans, right? First they apply the modifications on what DOM? Real DOM or virtual DOM? Virtual DOM. Then virtual DOM is success, then apply modification on what? Real DOM. Browser side we have what DOM, guys, here? Real DOM. The browser side we have what? Real. Browser contains real DOM. React contains what? Virtual DOM. Directly modifications on the real DOM or virtual DOM? Virtual DOM success, then update the modification on what? Real DOM. That is called virtual DOM concept, guys. Virtual DOM concept, like first apply the modifications on what? Virtual DOM, then update the real DOM. Update what? Real DOM. That is the 9th point, guys. And coming to the 10th point, React hooks. So just like Java.NET predefined functions we have, right? Predefined functions like filter, sort, some predefined functions, right? Like that, React also is giving some predefined functions. React is also giving what? Some predefined functions. Those predefined functions are nothing but React hooks. Predefined functions are what? React hooks, right? Predefined functions, we are saying hooks, guys. Hooks is nothing but predefined functions. Hooks are nothing but what? Predefined functions. You please tell me the 10 points what we discussed. First point is what? What the first point? React. React what? Components. React is all about what approach? Tell me here. Component based approach. So React is all about what approach? Component based approach. Second point is what? Tell me. React is a component based approach. And next one is what? Logics. Logics are moving to what side? Server side or client side? Logics are moving to client side using what? React. Good. Third point is what? SPA. SPA means what? We need to reload entire project, we need to reload only specific page. We need to reload only specific page. That is called what? Single page application. Fourth point is what? Tell me. What? Redux. Redux means local state or global state? Local state means specific to the component. Global state means for all classroom, single office room is there, right? Sir, for all classroom, how many office rooms are? Single office room. Nothing but like global state or local state? Global state. To maintain the global state, we are going for the Redux case. This is like, to maintain what? Global state. The fourth point, guys. Fifth point. Axios. What the purpose of Axios? Axios purpose is what? Front-end React will interact with back-end REST APIs, REST calls. What API is REST APIs, REST calls, we are going for what? Axios. This is the day one class we discussed about the day one. Yesterday class, guys, day one. And today class is what? Sorry, yesterday evening we have the day two. Tell me what the day two we discussed, guys. Again, 5 points. First one is what? JSX. What the JSX full form is what? JavaScript XML. Writing the HTML inside the JavaScript or JavaScript inside HTML? HTML inside the JavaScript. Nice, Rabai. So that is like writing the HTML inside the JavaScript, right? That is JSX concept. Props. What is the props purpose? Props. Passing the data from one component to passing the data from one component to another component. That is the concept of what? Props. Next, NPM purpose is what? Install the predefined packages like Axios, Redux, router DOMs. To install any predefined packages, you are going for the NPM. Hey, tomorrow onwards, if I enter into the class, you are not supposed to allow to the class about the React. you please be in the class before I enter into the class. After I enter into the class office boy will stop you. మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్టు ఒక్కొక్కరు వస్తా ఉంటే ఏమన్నా సత్రం అనుకున్నారా? ఇది భోజనాలు పెడుతున్నట్టు వస్తున్నారు ఒక్కొక్కరు. Online people, we can't do anything. They come at any time. But you guys, please take care. ఒక్కొక్కరు సొత్తా కూర్చోదు. నా వచ్చింది ఆయన వస్తున్నాడు వస్తున్నారు. ఏందో ఇదంతా. Topic is what? React is very nice actually. I need to focus only 3-4 days. After 3-4 days, React will be over. Next 1 month, you have to work on the React. You have to work on the React. So only 4 days for me. I will take the classes. After 4 days onwards, you will take the classes. No problem. NPM purpose is what? Tell me. Node packaging management. What the purpose of NPM? Install the predefined packages like Axios, Redux. This all install using NPM, right? Next one. Virtual DOM. Virtual DOM means modifications are real DOM or virtual DOM. Virtual DOM at browser side or React side. Real DOM. Directly modification of real DOM or virtual DOM first. Virtual DOM is going good. Apply the modifications on what? Real DOM. This is concept like first you are apply the experiments on the rats. Rats is going good. Apply the modifications on what? Humans. Ganesh. Apply the modifications on what? Last point is what? Hooks. Hooks will nothing but what? Hooks are nothing but what? Predefined functions. Predefined functions providing some functionality. Giving some functionality, that's it. Use state, use rem. Those are the predefined functions giving some functionality, right? That is called yesterday class, guys. Coming to today class, we'll go for the React functions, guys. In the React, I can see like functions. See, guys, I will teach you JavaScript with React both. But it's not like 10 days JavaScript, 10 days React. It's not like that. We need to learn the JavaScript concept, then you apply the JavaScript to the React. Yes, sir. What you understood? 10 days JavaScript, 10 days React is not possible. Not like that. Learn the JavaScript concept, assume like spread operator. Today we learn the spread operator, apply in the React. Rest operator, apply in the React. It means learn the JavaScript, apply in what? React. It's not like 10 days again I have to start hello world program JavaScript like that. And again I have to start the JavaScript. React means first if I take the JavaScript now, after 10 days when I start the React, again you will forget the JavaScript. Sir, no. Because you are the Ghazni sisters and the Ghazni brothers, right? Sir, no. Who is Ghazni? You know Ghazni, right? Ghazni, you don't know? Ghazni, you don't know? No. Okay, fine. Today topic is what? React. Evening class, I'll ask these 10 points, guys. Everyone has to stand up and you have to tell the 10 points. If you are not tell the 10 points, get out from the class. Get out from the, read all the 10 points, write the notes clearly and read all the 10 points. Sir, where is the notes? Take from yesterday students. Okay, good. Guys, today class is React functions. See, in React, we can see like 3 kind of functions, guys. How many functions are? 3 types of functions. So first one, second one, and what? Third one. How many functions you can see total here? 3 functions. React is all about the 3 functions, guys. Function 1. React component functions. React what? Component functions. The first one is the React component functions. First one is what? React component functions. Second one is React arrow functions. We can see like, the functions are what? Arrow functions. Third one is like, predefined functions, guys. Predefined functions, nothing but what the concept is here? Predefined functions. Predefined functions means what? Hooks, right? Exactly. In the React, how many functions you can see total here? 3 functions. What are the 3 functions? Tell me. React component functions. React what? Component functions. Second one is what? Arrow functions. Third one is what? Predefined functions. In the React, all this we can see 3 functions, guys. Functionality is what? React component. React is all about the components, guys. To create the component, one component is nothing but one function, guys. One JavaScript function. One component is nothing but what? One JavaScript function. One JavaScript function is called one component. That's it. Don't think like a component is the next level. Component means what? One React, one JavaScript function is called one component. That is a function, guys. Second one is arrow functions. Third one is what? Predefined functions. How many functions total we have? What 3 functions? One is a component functions, arrow functions, predefined functions. Component functions nothing but JavaScript functions, guys. Normal JavaScript function. Tell me what the normal JavaScript function you write. Function. We can write the function name is what? Great. Wait, function name is what? Great. This is called React component. One component is nothing but one function. Wait, one component nothing but what? One function. React component function, guys. The function is not the JavaScript function is called one component. But this JavaScript React using what concept? Only JavaScript, JSX. JSX. JSX means what? JSX means we can write the what? HTML inside the JavaScript. Write the HTML inside the JavaScript. This is the component. This is one component. But one function is called one component. That's all. What the point, tell me, guys? One JavaScript function is called one React component. One React what? Component. That's all, guys. One JavaScript function is called one React component. This function should return the data, guys. Let me write the return statement. This is like, return statement, return, open brace and what? Closure brace. Return parenthesis you can take as return statement. Inside the return statement, you can write the data. You can write the data. So what we'll write inside the return statement. In the return statement, you can write what? HTML plus JavaScript. So HTML plus what? JavaScript, right? Exactly. Okay, first one is what, guys? React what functions? So component functions. One function is nothing but one function, nothing but what? One function is nothing but one component. What that function returns? The function returns only HTML or JavaScript. HTML plus JavaScript. HTML plus JavaScript. That's all. That is like React functions. Component functions. What the component function, tell me, guys? The function used to create what? Component. One function is nothing but what? One component. 10 functions nothing but what? 10 components, right? Exactly. Sir, do you have no JavaScript before the React? Not required. Only basics. You don't know anything, no problem, guys. I'll take about the points. So just declare the function. This is function name is what? Greater. This is like, JavaScript function we're writing. How to declare the function? Tell me, guys. Declare the function using what keyword? Function keyword. Function, you can write the function name. Function name is what? Greater. So the function contains what statement? Tell me here. Return statement. Write the return statement. Return statement parenthesis required. Return statement because you want return one value, multiple values are multiple values. Write the return statement parenthesis required. Here what we have to write? We have to write only JavaScript, JavaScript plus HTML. Here you can write the JavaScript plus HTML. That's all. That is called React component. React water component. Second one is arrow functions. So these are the Java React component functions. Component functions used to create what? Components, right? React component functions used to create used to create what? React components. First, we create the React component. Once the component is ready, the second one is what? Arrow functions. Sir, what the arrow functions will do? Arrow functions are used to write the business logic, guys. Used to write the what the concept, guys, tell me? Logics. So arrow function purpose is what? Write the logics. Predefined functions we are writing, they given already. Given by what? React. That's all. Only these 3 points, guys. What the first function, tell me? React. Component functions. Component functions purpose is what? The function, tell me, guys. The function is creating what? Function is creating the component, right? One JavaScript function is called how many components? One component. 10 functions, nothing but 10 components. 10 functions, nothing but what? 10 components. How to declare the function, guys? Here using which keyword? Function. Function name is what? Great. Inside the function return statement. Return statement we have only JavaScript, HTML, JavaScript plus HTML. Because that is what file? JavaScript file, JSX file. Second file is what? Arrow functions. Second one is what? Arrow functions. Arrow functions purpose is what? Used to write the logics. That's all. Third one is what? Predefined functions. Are you writing or they given by default? So finally, we are seeing how many functions total? 3. One is React component functions. Sorry, one is what? One is the component function. Second one is arrow functions. Third one is React component function purpose is what? Create the components. Create what? Components kadamma. Components. Components antar. First one is what? React. Evening class we will start the example so that we'll get the clarity. Evening class I'll show you practically is all the points. So theory is done. Only 3 classes. First 3 classes only three. This is third class, right? We'll discuss about the theory, basic theory. And evening class we'll start the project. All of you come with the laptops. React is all about the laptops. All of you maintain the laptop properly. And first one is what? What functions?
Create
Component functions. Component functions purpose is what? Create the create the create component functions to create the component. Second one is what? Arrow functions. Third one is what? Predefined functions. Arrow functions purpose is what? To write the predefined functions we are writing. They given a they given you can use it. That's all. Total finally how many functions you are seeing? Tell me total. How many functions, sir? 3 functions. Very good. I'll write the code. Just tell me how to create the component. Function. Function name is what? Great. This is the React what function? Arrow function, predefined function, component function. Component function means the function is creating component. What function? Yeah. Component function. Component function means the function is creating what? Component. First function is what? First one is what? Component function. The function is creating what? The function is creating the component. That is called component function, right? That's a component function. See guys, you write the component. This is my component. Inside the component, I want to write the logics. That is what? Component. Inside the component, what we have to do? Online people, inside the component, what? This is a component, right? This is a component. That's all. That's a component. Inside the component, what we have to do? Write the logics. Inside this component, write the logics here. Write the logics using arrow functions. Here, arrow function. Here, write the arrow functions. This is what function? Tell me. Component. Inside the component, write the logics using arrow function. Arrow function. Arrow functions. Inside the component, write the logics using arrow functions. First one is what? Component. Component functions. Function create the function is creating the component. Inside the component, write the logics. Write the logics using arrow functions. Yes, exactly. Get the predefined support. Get the predefined support. You need to use some predefined functionality, right? How? Using hooks. Get the predefined support using predefined functions. Predefined functions, nothing but what? Hooks. First, what we have to do? Create a component using function. First one, what we have to do? Create the component using function. Component creation. After creating component, write the logics using. Exactly. Get the predefined support using hooks. Get the predefined support using what? Hooks. So logics ready, predefined support is ready, everything is ready. And we need to send the UI, right? Okay, we need to display in the UI, right? You written some logic, you written some predefined functions. Finally, you got the result. Where you have to display the result? In the UI. In the UI. What do you want to see in the UI? What do you want to see in the UI? Very important. What do you want to see in the UI? You written all the logics. You written already some predefined functions. Finally, you want to see what? What do you want to see? You want to see some result in the UI, right? You want to see some results in what? UI. You want to see some results in where? UI. Online people, you got the point, huh? You want to see some what? Result in the you want to see the UI because already business logic ready. Logics ready using arrow functions. Predefined support is ready using hooks. Result is ready. The result where you have to see in the browser view. Sir, no, yeah. What do you want to see? See, these all are like, we have to separate. It's not like mixing everything. Arrow functions, logics. Arrow functions are what? Predefined functions, hooks. It means finally logics are result is ready. Where you have to display the result? UI. You want display the result in where? See, I said like display the result in the UI. Display the result in what? UI. Display the results in UI. That's it. Display the result. Finally, what we have to do? Display the result in UI. To display the result in UI, that is very crucial, very important, very important. Some points are what? Some scenes are movie highlight scenes are there now. This is one of the highlight scene. What did move అనుకుంటున్నాడు మూవ్స్ మోహన్ చేసుకుని ఇంకా దిగనట్టుంది హాలిడేస్ దింపుతావు కొన్ని టాపిక్ ఇస్ వాట్ logics ready, predefined support is ready. You want to display the data in where? UI. You want display the data in where? UI. Display the data in UI, right? To display the data in the UI, guys, you write the return statement. What statement? Return statement. Return statement, you write the parentheses like this, like open and close parentheses. Here we have to, inside the return statement, you write something that is displayed in the UI part. Understood? What the point? You want to display the data in what? UI. Tell me, guys, to display the, tell me to display the data in, speak out. To display the data in UI, write the code in. Tell me, write the code in what statement? Return statement using what? HTML or JavaScript? HTML plus JavaScript. That's the point. Don't forget, sir. I want to display the data in the UI. To display the data in the UI means don't use arrow functions. Don't use what? That's what we can say. Predefined functions. Just we need to write the code inside what statement? Return statement. Return statement contains what? HTML plus JavaScript. This code, this data what? This code. Tell me, guys. This code. Display the. Tell me, guys. Display the data in what? Browser. That's a component, guys. You should have this clarity. Once you feel this one, the React is done. React is over. First, you need to go for the standard. It's not like write the function, write the hello world message. It's not going to work out for me. So we have to go for the structure first. Structure is important. How to create the component? Function. Component function. The function is creating what? Function is creating the component is called what? Component function. Inside the component function, inside the component, what we will do? Write the logics using arrow function. Second one is what? Get the predefined support using hooks. Once the logics written, once the predefined support you are getting, everything result is ready. That result we have to send to where? View. The result we have to send to view. Tell me, to send the result to the view, where we have to write the code inside what statement? Return statement. Return statement contains HTML code, JavaScript code, HTML plus JavaScript. That's very. How many functions total we have? What 3 functions? Component functions. The functions creating component. One function is nothing but one component. 10 functions means what? 10 component. One component, one function, guys. That's all. React function like JavaScript function is called one component. Are you clear, right? We're getting the clarity now. But first you have to create what? Component. Inside the component, write the logics using arrow functions. Get the predefined support using hooks. What is that? Return statement. To send the data to the view. To send the data to what? What do you have to do? To send the data to the view, write the code in where? Return statement. Return statement. What statement here? Return statement. Hey, you tell me what the points you told one more time. I'll write the points for my satisfaction purpose. What the points? First point is what? Create the component using function. Okay, create the components using function. After that, inside the component, because inside the component, online people please respond. Inside the component, write the logics using arrow functions. Very nice. After that, inside the component, inside the component, these arrow functions and predefined functions inside the component, outside the component. Then use the word inside the component. First step is what? Create the component. After creating component, inside the component, write the logics using what? Arrow functions. Inside the components, get the predefined support using using predefined functions. Using predefined functions. Predefined functions means what? Using hooks. After that, to display the result in where view or display the result in what? Browser, write the code inside the return statement. Inside what? Return statement using HTML plus. Not how many points, guys? Hey, today these 4 points, highlight points. That's all. First step is what? Create the component. Second step is what? Third step is what? What is the step one? Tell me. Create the components using. First step is create the components using what? Function. Write the components. Write the logic using. What one is what? Write the predefined support using. Two. What one? To display the results in where? In browser. To display the result in browser. Write the return statement. Inside the return statement, write the HTML plus. There was what? Second row, second question. Hello, sir. Check another point. Tell me these 4 words. Create the component using function. Good. I am thinking like that. I know my writing very nice. Inside the function, inside the component array. Create the component using function. Create the component using what? After that, inside the component, write the logics using arrow functions. After that, using hooks. Very good. After that, to display the data in the view, write the code in what? Write the code in what? Return statement. Write the good. అప్పుడప్పుడు నిద్రపోతున్నాడు కానీ good. నీ పక్కన లేప you only. Tell me the 4 steps. No, that is the highlight scene for the React. First, you should have the clarity that what we have to do. First, declare the component, inside the component, arrow functions, then predefine hooks to anything, and return statement. Return statement, what we will write? We will write the data we are seeing in the browser. In the browser, you want to see means where we have to write it. In the browser, you want to see some data where we have to write it. Return statement we have to write. That's the clarity we should have. Coming 4 points. Create the component using functions. Very good. Inside the component, write the logics using arrow functions. Good. Get the predefined function support using hooks. To display the data in where? Browser. Write the code in the return statement using HTML plus what? అట్లయితే అంటున్నారు ఇప్పుడు గణేష్ చెప్తారు. Get the predefined support using hooks. To display the data in the browser, write the code in where? Nice one. Sit down. Oh, ma, మీరు లాస్ట్ వన్ లేపు మీరు ఎవరేమా వేదాంత వేదాంత నీ ముందామ లేకపోతే సిద్ధాంతం వేదాంతం సిద్ధాంతం కొద్దిగా కళ్యాణి చెప్పింది కళ్యాణి ఇస్తున్నారు create the component using function wow inside the component write the logics using arrow functions nice wow using hooks hooks కాదు hooks hooks అంటారు to display the అరే మసాలా స్టాండర్డ్ అరే why you seeing that అదే మన కూర్చో
create the component using function. Then inside the component,
inside the component write the logics using
arrow function.
arrow functions
Inside the component,
get the predefined support using first or last go standard sit down last go standard Prince all hearts are what look సార్నా లేపుతా నువ్వు కూర్చోమ్మా లాస్ట్ గర్ల్ దిస్ సైడ్ లాస్ట్ గర్ల్ స్టాండర్డ్ ఆరో కాదమ్మా ఆరో కాదు యారో యూజింగ్ వాట్ యారో ఇంకా టు గెట్ ద predefined support using hooks to display the data in the browser nice to display the data in the browser second middle girl standard last create the components using functions like said black and different create the component using function
inside the component by using logic.
inside the component write the logics using arrow functions like
Inside the arrow function by using
inside the component okay
inside component by using
get the predefined support
by using hooks.
hooks ఇంకా అంటే hooks అని చెప్పచ్చు అయితే hooks కాదురా hook
To get the result in browser.
to display the data in the browser to display the data in the result or whatever may be to display the data in the browser to display the data in the browser where we have rights inside the return statement you should write what html plus so now open the book and write the points who are missing last classes use some gap and write the points today heading react functions in react we will see like three types of functions okay the function name like the coding conventions we need to follow is the function name starts with what uppercase inner word starts with uppercase the component functions a component function saving the. So here, what is the main thing, guys? Online people, you got the clarity, right? Any questions? Everything is going good. Please respond in the chat box. If you have any questions, you can raise the questions. No problem. I will repeat the points multiple times so that you will get the more clarity. Everything is going good, right? Hey, here, what is the main? Hooks are main, arrow functions are main, return statement is main, component is main. Component is the main. Arrow functions, predefined functions, return statement, everything is there inside what component. Inside the exactly. The component function file save with the extension dot JSX. The function name starts with uppercase. Inner word also starts with uppercase. Movie grid, M capital, G capital. Movie card, M capital, C capital. Base items, V capital, I capital. So do you need to knowledge of JavaScript before going to React? I told that JavaScript, nothing is required. I will take care about everything. Okay, Surya, no worries. I will tell you how to write the code and all. I'll explain the JavaScript if it is required for us. Okay, no worries. Other people, I will teach you JavaScript also. I will teach you JavaScript and I will teach you React both. But it's not like, mostly in American classes, they'll teach you 20 days JavaScript, then start the React. It's not like that. If I teach like that, after 20 days, again, you'll forget the JavaScript. I will teach you JavaScript concept and I'll apply the JavaScript concept in the React. So you got the pointer? I will teach you JavaScript. Then apply the JavaScript in the React immediately. Return statement contains parentheses because we need to write one statement and multiple statements are. Inside the return, we should write the multiple statements, right? That's what HTML plus JavaScript. To display the data in the browser. To display the data in where? Browser. Write the code inside the return statement. Inside the return statement using HTML plus JavaScript. JSX means what? allows to write the HTML code inside the JavaScript file. Because arrow function syntax arrow function contains like arrow. Arrow function's purpose is what? To write the logics, we are using what? Arrow functions. To write the logics, we are using arrow functions. And predefined hooks. Predefined functions nothing but what? Hooks. Check the syntax of arrow functions. Arrow is there. Before arrow, we have arguments. Evening class, I'll give some clarity about points about the arrow functions, guys. So how many functions you can see in React total? Three. One is the component functions. Component function means what's the meaning of component function? The function create the component. If the logics using like this, get the predefined support using hooks. If you want display the data in the browser, where we have right? Inside the to display the data in the browser, this code display the data in the browser. Arrow function syntax is something like arrow. Before the arrow, you write the arguments. After arrow, we can write the expression. Take this note in the box, big box, because the 4 points are important. First, you write the create the component. First, you create the component. Inside the component, what we will write? Logics using arrow functions. And inside the component only, get the predefined support. Inside the component only, to display the data in the UI, write the code inside what? In return statement using HTML plus JavaScript. Okay, tell me up to now what we discussed. First one is what? React is all about the one component by combining multiple components. Logics we are writing at server side or client side? Using React. Before React, the logics are server side. It means number of requests are increased, server burden increased. Page reloading. Entire project reloading, only specific page reloading. Specific page reloading means span single page application. Specific page reloading, right? Okay. Redux. What is Redux? Local state or global state? Global state means specific to the component, common for all components. Example, cart. Because laptop we are adding, footwear we are adding in the cart, right? Everything is added in the cart. Okay. Axios. What Axios will do? Front end is React. Back end is the front end React is integrated the back end REST APIs using what? Axios. Good. Props. What the props will do? Playing the data between one component to passing data from one component to another component. You can pass your data to other component. Passing data from one component to what? Another component. Props, nothing but properties. Next, JSX. JSX means what? Writing the HTML syntax inside the JavaScript. Inside the good. NPM. NPM purpose is what? Install the predefined. Virtual DOM. Directly modification on virtual DOM at React side. Browser side, virtual DOM, real DOM. Directly perform the operations on the real DOM. Virtual DOM success, then update the modifications on the next. Hooks. What the hooks will do? Predefined functions. Give the predefined functionality for us. Okay. Functions. How many functions we have React? Generally, we can see three functions. One is the component function means function is creating component. Function is creating what? Inside the component, what you have? Inside the component, write the logics using arrow functions. Inside the component, get the predefined support using to display the data in the browser. Write the code inside where? To display the data in the browser, write the code inside the data statement. What you will write? J plus JavaScript. That's syntax of JSX. That is syntax of what? Yeah, read points, huh? Online people, that's for the today class. Evening class we will meet. And evening we have the class at 4 p.m. Not this class is repeated, that is a new class, okay? Evening you will meet. 4 o'clock. Bye. Online people, do you have any questions? If you have any questions, please write in the chat box. Otherwise, you can leave now. By evening we'll meet, guys. By 4 o'clock. The class timing is.
Audio Jungle.